Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction for you guys. It's here. Superman and Lois Allegiance Season 2 trailer. This is so freaking exciting. So, last night during The Flash, they dropped this online and they actually aired it last night. And during the commercial breaks, I'm just sitting here, just kind of looking at my phone, not really paying too much attention. I started hearing the actor speaking. I'm like, oh shit. So I mute and the rest of the trailer played, but I looked away. I wasn't looking at the screen at all. I don't even really look hardly during the commercial breaks, but I looked away. I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to. I heard a little bit of stuff, but I can't remember exactly what was being said. I just heard, I think it was Bitsy who plays Lois. I'm like, oh shit. So I muted because I'm like, oh, this is the trailer. They're playing the fucking trailer here, which makes a lot of sense, but still. So I'm excited. I loved the first season. Like, honestly, the first season, Superman and Lois, surprised the hell out of me, and it continued to get better and better. And people love this show. I love this show, and I'm so excited for season 2. We'll get a sense within this trailer what direction they're going to be going, of course, but the big question is, are they going to be able to maintain the quality of the storytelling, the writing, and the characters and all that kind of stuff within season 2, because season 1 was so well done, and as we've seen with previous Arrowverse shows, they start to dip after that first season, and in some cases not so much. Like, sometimes it actually might get better or whatever, maintain. Hopefully they maintain at least, because this show deserves the best because it's so good. So let's get it now, guys. Superman and Lois Allegiance Season 2 trailer. Let's get into it now, guys. See what they show us and speculate. Let's go. So excited.
Things haven't been okay for months, and I have been blaming you.
Oh.
Always something to worry about, isn't there? Please just talk to me about what's bothering you. Is it the Natalie thing?
No!
Then what is it?
I don't know, man. Let's go. Want to make sure we don't attract any unwanted attention.
You mean the kind you get from flying around the world with Superman?
Whoa.
You're more of a liability than a hero. I asked you to be part of my team. What you asked for was my allegiance to America. You refused to me. Because I gave it to the world a long time ago.
The world. I like that.
Just to watch your back.
Clark? You left our son
What's going on?
alone to have...
No, this is a national security situation.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, it is a family situation.
Superman and Lois. New
Oh,
episodes
like that logo.
free next day. What you asked for was my allegiance to America.
Whole world.
Refused to me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I gave it to the world a long time ago.
A long time ago. So I like how they have that in the trailer because they actually changed Superman's motto, because it was truth, justice, and the American way, and they've changed it to something else, basically including everything, because Superman is the hero for everybody, for the whole world. So with this, and I think people are talking about this, like this actor right here, he was also on Teen Wolf with Tyler Hoechlin. I've never seen the show, but interesting how they have this guy here, Anderson, who wants Superman a part of a team, whatever that means. And he's like, no, you asked for my allegiance to America, and I have allegiance to everybody. I gave that to everybody a long time ago. Like, I'm protecting everybody. I like how that's included, because what they did, because what they could have done easily in Superman and Lois is, we hear about stuff that Superman was doing outside of Smallville and everything, and just outside of what we're, focusing on in terms of stories. But they actually showed Superman flying and going to different locations throughout the world, saving people and helping stop disasters and all that kind of stuff. It was really cool to add that element into it, because, well, I'm fucking pissed. I just spent about 5 minutes talking and discussing here and not realizing my camera went out on my end. What in the actual fuck? I hate this. Anyways, I'm going to try to cover everything I said where you can't actually see me. You can hear me. Try to cover all that again here. So what I was saying was, I like the fact that they showed him actually going around and saving the world and going to different places and stopping disasters and all that kind of stuff, because they could have easily just wrote that out, but they chose not to. Well, wrote it out in terms of not showing it, just hearing about it and everything, but actually they're showing it, so that was really, really cool. Something I want to cover next is the whole Natalie thing, which is very, very important in my opinion, because she makes a good point here about, you flying with Superman and you being with Superman and everything, and not realizing that there's a lot of layers here, so...
Make sure we don't attract any unwanted attention.
You mean the kind you get from flying around the world with Superman?
So, I think she's obviously going to have a lot to deal with the fact that her mother, throughout the multiverse, not her actual mom, but Lois, her mom, is not married to a version of her father on the Earth that she lands on, finding her father. And then also learning on top of that, oh, by the way, she's actually, your mom for the multiverse is married to Superman. on this. Like, I'm curious how that's going to affect her ultimately, because that really affected him a lot, John. So I'm curious how Natalie's going to deal with that. Like, it's not gonna be good. It's definitely not going to be good. But I'm curious to see their relationship, because I was thinking John Henry Irons is going to leave the show after season 1. Like, or at least he's going to come back maybe as a, from here, like a, recurring or like a guest star, but he was just not going to be around after season 1. Like, he was just going to go off and do other stuff, and then we'll, deal with him, get back to him later. But now with Natalie, I feel like that's not the case at all. If we're going to have them around at least for this season, and maybe seeing them try to rebuild the relationship and trying to further understand, why are you with this version of Superman? Why do you trust him over all this other kind of stuff? So I don't know. Now, something I want to get to here that I think is referring within season 1 stuff, because I think it's going to tie into what happened to him in season 1, Superman. Get back! I think this is tying into what happened with Zod's, what was it, like Zod's soul or whatever being placed into him, and he was able to fight and break it. I've always said and theorized, I think Zod is going to come back in some sort of way, and it's actually Zod, not somebody who's under Zod's control or whatever. It's actually going to be Zod from Krypton. I don't know how they were going to do that, but I've always theorized that, because I keep thinking that'd be fucking amazing, because they kind of teased Zod forever ago in Supergirl when Superman was fighting Supergirl, and he was tricked under that, silver kryptonite or whatever type of kryptonite it was. I think it was silver or white. Silver kryptonite. I think that was it. But anyways, he thought he was fighting Zod. They're not going to use that same actor because the timeline is shifted and everything, but the fact that they hinted at Zod when he was fighting Zod, Supergirl. So, like, with that, and now him getting his own show, I don't know how to bring Zod in the mix. They name dropped him. Like, he was inside Clark's head. Why not bring him back in some sort of capacity and actually have him? Because we thought that in season 1, okay, the villain is going to, because there's no hint at a real villain here per se in this trailer. Remember the season 1 marketing? They kept promoting the guy in the suit, and we think it's a version of Luthor. No, it's actually John Henry Irons. And all that. And then it turns out it's actually his half-brother, who we think is Morgan Edge. And then on top of that, he's actually the Eradicator. So there's a lot of layers to that shit. So I'm wondering what season 2 villain's going to be. I don't know, but I think this is tying into the Zod shit. And then something else here involving Jonathan. Is that the same girl that was tricking him and wanting to get information and everything? So Jonathan, boy, calm down there. Calm down. I'm so excited. And with Lois and everything, it seems like Lois and Clark are going to have some issues here. And I think it has to tie in with the fact that Natalie's here, and it was even brought up about Natalie. Is Natalie the issue? She's like, no, might be some issues to that, because we learned within season 1 in this really surprising scene that she lost a baby, and it was going to be named Natalie, and then now Natalie from this other Earth that lost her mother, that is basically her multiverse, is now here. That's a lot to deal with. That's a lot to deal with. So I don't know, and that's what I loved about season 1 is that they gave us so many great reveals, so many great moments, and what I love is that literally I don't know jack shit about this season 2. Like, I don't know jack shit, because the trailer has some cool shots, some cool dialogue, but really what is going on in this season per se, we don't know. They did a really good job of hiding in the marketing in terms of certain things in season 1 of Superman and Lois. Like, they had a lot of stuff in the marketing, which is smart. But what I like is that I really don't know hardly anything. Maybe we'll get a bigger, proper trailer before the season 2 premiere and get a better sense of maybe where season 2 is going to start. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm excited. So, what did you guys think of the season 2 trailer? I'm curious to know your thoughts, guys. Are you guys excited for season 2? What did you think of season 1 Superman and Lois? Whatever thoughts you have, guys, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.